Hello, Cinema Drunks. It's Elvirus again. Welcome to the 10th annual Cinema Gulp Halloween Mixer. Tonight, we come to you straight from the swamps of Florida. Giant mosquitoes, man-eating reptiles, scorching heat, horrible storms, and we haven't even gotten to the horror movie yet. Tonight's feature is about a real creep who's got real something for Olympic-level swimmers.
Alright, for our classic horror movie, I picked The Creature from the Black Lagoon, 1954. What an awesome classic movie. And I have this on Blu-ray, and I was looking at my Blu-ray, I was like, oh my god, there's a 3D version of this movie. We get to go back to the 50s, the classic era of 3D, and watch this movie like it was originally presented.
Super excited.
Hey, awesome! Hey!
I mean, we couldn't even watch it in 3D, and I really wanted to see her tits.
Amen, brother. Amen.
What a fucking shame.
I'm the creature from the Black Lagoon. And I'm a beautiful monster from my...
Black Snake Moan. This was a good movie. This was a great movie. I loved it. I don't know. What do you guys think of Black Snake Moan?
I loved the movie. I thought Julie Adams was absolutely amazing.
Oh, Julie.
I mean, just the acting range when she screams and puts her hand over her face. How did she not win any awards?
Well, I think on her 7th time of doing that was really the one that sold it for me. Wow. Never seen a performance like this.
I was blown away.
If the Oscars had a category for Best Moose Knuckle, yeah, she would win it every year.
That's right.
Well, okay, if you don't know, this was shot largely on the back lot. If you've ever been to the Universal back lot, done the tour, gone on the little part where they
I'd like to be in her back lot.
Well, how about this, Charlie? The parting of the Red Seas. Have you ever done that?
I've done a lot of partying, yes.
Of the Red Seas, which means during
every
the
day,
period.
John, every day.
Yeah, okay. That is where they shot most of the Black, or that's where the Black Lagoon is located. That's where most of this is shot. Notice that they pass the same set of trees about 20 times in this movie. In fact, they just park in front of it. During all the night scenes, they just stop and sit there for the entire evening and have all the scenes. And it's the same set of trees. You could basically see the same chipmunk crawling around in the same tree in almost every shot.
I agree. This movie did have some legendary bush. And trees. Just saying.
The underwater scenes for me, just the filming in general underneath, this had to be groundbreaking for the time.
It was, yes,
and
definitely.
the swimmer, who was actually an Olympic swimmer, or a very decorated stuntman as well.
Yeah, well, that guy outlived the entire cast, maybe being a swimmer, keep in shape. But,
that'll do it.
He lived into his 90s, died in 2023, and amazing stuff that guy does. Apparently, he held his breath for over 4 minutes in many of the shots, and you can really see, like, the physicality of his performance, sells the creature, brings the creature to life. And there's amazing stuff that goes on, knowing that this is early in the days of underwater photography, and he does so many of these stunts and performance of the creature without a tank. He just does it by holding his breath. He's in the water there with other performers who have their tank on, and he's just looking just as natural, swimming. And I'm sure there was probably moments where it got a little hairy for the guy. Maybe had to call in a safety diver. Who knows the stories there. But everything you see on screen, he's so natural and really embodies the creature and brings it to life. It's a great performance. I don't know if he's done other movies where I could see this guy play a creature in something else or some other movie where he was a performer doing underwater stuff, but he was amazing as the creature.
He was in Return of the Blue Lagoon.
And actually the creator of the suit was a gentleman by the name of Jack Cavan, and he not only built the suit, but he also worked on The Wizard of Oz. And during World War II, he created prosthetics for veterans coming back after the war. So shout out to him. I mean,
very cool. Very cool.
For the 50s. And then the actual face mask was created by another sculptor. But for the time, I mean, that suit still holds up as something really creative and fun to look at.
Yes, and I don't think it just holds up. It emotes. Like, for a costume design that early on in filmmaking, the way it does emote like the underwater scenes. Like, forget about the fact that they can now shoot underwater with cameras. Yeah, fuck that. Like, they're actually creating shots, creating all kinds of interesting takes, and I love they do lots of close-up on some good back burger in this movie.
You can really see some of Steven Spielberg's inspiration in Jaws. I mean,
Sure. This movie stole a lot from Jaws. I agree.
You know, the woman at the water surface and the creature looking from below.
Right.
I mean, that's one of the most iconic things about Jaws. It's the poster and everything, and that sets up the movie so well at the beginning of Jaws, those early shots. But they're in this movie. The same shots are there, and you get that same creepy vibe. So definitely inspiration taken from this movie. Most of the men are dressed like this. Maybe not the same belly. Those guys were in a bit more shape. Minorities don't fare very well in this movie. This movie is not woke, apparently.
The creature from the Black Lagoon does not like minorities.
He does not agree with Black Lives Matter.
Break yourself, fool!
Or brown lives, or Amazonian lives.
And they were questioning going on with the expedition even further because you don't go on expeditions with women in the 50s. He even says it in the movie, like, we can't go on any further, we have a woman with us.
Definitely inspired Stephen King, inspired Steven Spielberg. Any other Stevens inspired? Stephen Hawking, what did he get out of this?
Stephen Baldwin, I believe. Stephen Baldwin. We have our rear projection, obviously, through lots of this. Really bad, but I get it. You know, took a while before they could figure that kind of stuff out. But it looks shitty in this.
But some beautiful cinematography underwater that
yes.
is supposed to be at night. Now, clearly, like, they would need more light to see all this stuff that goes on underwater or in the cave at night or any of that stuff.
See underwater thrills never filmed before. Amazing underwater battles never dreamed of before.
It still looks really great. For its day, the underwater photography, whether it's day or night, they do some really great stuff.
And a lot of those portions outside of being filmed in California were actually filmed in some swamps in Florida. Mm-hmm. So there was a destination change there.
Speaking of spooky clowns, this movie has a lot of things with light and fire in them, which to my belief, John and Danny, clowns hate fire. I don't know where I heard that. Let's just roll with it for a second there.
Okay.
I think that the creature in this doesn't like fire.
Or light.
And let me tell you why.
Why?
Because it's a water being. Huh? So it doesn't like fire because it's from the water.
I agree with
Water
that.
and fire don't work well together. I know I'm smart. Try to keep up with me.
The boat from the movie is the same boat from Forrest Gump, so that was Jenny.
Ah!
I don't know if you guys know
I did not know that.
So,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So the legless hippie
Yes.
who eats the shrimp
Yes.
was the second commander.
That was,
of the
well,
ship.
it was
Okay.
dual,
Okay.
so it was the Jenny because that was a shrimping boat, so I don't know if you guys noticed that. So
Maybe that it was also a tuna boat, if you know what I mean.
But most of the real Universal monster movies, Frankenstein, Dracula, Mummy, Invisible Man, those types of films, Bride of Frankenstein, those are made in the early 30s, some in the 40s, but still, like 20 years before this movie. So this movie is from a different era of filmmaking, and it shows, but it still gets lumped in with those. So like when you lump it in with those and it's got 20 years of experience on it, this one stands out as one of the better ones. Definitely in its techniques and its filmmaking. But also just being exciting and actually
not boring. It's not
boring. Some of those other ones kind of are. They're
They
iconic
are.
and they've got classic.
Watching paint dry.
They got classic characters and classic.
Well, even the creature effects in this one show how dated it is. A lot of scenes of him just like taking his arm and sticking it through and like wiggling it.
Well, they did
But if
make.
you hadn't seen
They tried to
something
make
like
this
that
in 3D, so I do think there are a couple shots that are specifically them just pointing things at the camera because that's what you get in 3D filmmaking. But,
Got it.
And it stands out. That would still be scary for the day, I think. In 1950s, like this probably had people screaming.
Yeah, you got to remember what was scary back then and what's scary now. Like an arm going through a window, which we clearly know the creature cannot get through the window, but yet the arm going through is scary because maybe you'd never seen it before.
Well, and I would think this creature comes across on screen more realistic than a lot of those other classic monsters. More aggressive sometimes than those other monsters.
Yes.
Probably has a higher body count than those other monsters.
Much more
to some
horny.
degree.
Much more horny.
So, I don't know what her body count was, but I'd like to be on it. But, but yeah, this is one of my favorites of the classic Universal monster movies. But, it has the benefit of coming out 20 years after most of those other movies. And that's a
Sure.
long time to progress in film. You know who else would agree? My 4-year-old son, James.
Oh my gosh! Super
I think by the end of the movie, the two shirtless guys were a little bit more into each other than they were the woman. But that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
In the 50s, there was.
Yes, that's true.
that's true.
That's true.
Are you still winning, Charlie?
We are winning. We're never losing, Danny. We're
As long
never
as he
losing.
takes his medication, he's still winning.
I was banging 7-gram rocks, that's how I roll. Winning, I had one gear, go, epic. Winning, are you bipolar? I'm bi. Winning, win here, win there, win everywhere.
Always.
Big
He's
Pharma
still-
is winning.
He's still with us. Yeah.
This is my favorite time of year because I get to hang out with Cinema Goat for the Halloween.
Do you
shows.
think you'll make it to next Halloween,
Oh,
Charlie?
of course.
Will
I'll
you still
outlive
be
you
with us?
all. Just like the swimmer from the creature from the Black Lagoon, I'll outlive all you
How's
guys.
your brother Emilio doing?
He's doing wonderful. Doing wonderful.
Are you guys going to make Young Guns 2, Old Guns?
Why
Young
not?
Guns
Why not?
3?
I was hoping
Why
for
not?
Mighty Ducks, part 4.
I wasn't in either one of those, so thank you. Well, I guess we're still making a pretty good living. I gotta say that.
Wow, winning.
How about, I got a good idea, everybody. How about we open this up and we all put our hands in there until all our hair gets burned off, and then we sniff each other's hands. Huh?
I'm in.
Let's do it.
I'm fucking out of here.
Oh, you son of a bitch.